morning, everybody. Happy Monday, happy Monday. A big welcome to all of the new members in the group. I'm really excited to have you all here. I hope you enjoyed the conversation and join it. Big happy Monday. So what I would like to talk about today is the difference between punishment and holding somebody accountable. What comes up for me is that I've had some conversation, even just in recent time, about the consequences of people's behavior. So I touch base on the difference between punitive justice system, transformative justice system, and then exclusive justice system. So we're going to revisit that just a little bit. When it comes to punishment, we're very familiar with it. Punishment is when somebody did something wrong and we are going to subject them to a payment, an experience, something that is forced upon them. And the idea is that they don't duplicate their behavior. So that's something that's supposed to make them stop doing what they did again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it develops a lot of resentment and people become even more irritated, even more frustrated, even more disconnected, and even more dangerous for others. So punishment is one thing. Holding people accountable is, you did this, therefore that's going to happen. You're saying mean things to me, therefore I'm going to stop talking to you. That's accountability. That's holding somebody accountable for what they're doing. We are not punishing them. We are not doing anything to them. We are acting. The action is on our part. If I dance with someone and their behavior is anything from uncomfortable to inappropriate and they don't apologize for it and there is no awareness, no apology, I'm going to stop dancing with them. And some people make all that punishment because they're entitled, or they think they have a right to certain things. And that's where we have the opportunity to really distinguish the two. Accountability is when we are taking action away from them. Punishment is when we are inflicting something upon someone. Walking away from somebody is in a way inflicting separation onto someone. We can look at it that way, yes. However, we are the ones in power of our lives and our environment. So we need to be very careful, because I've been in situations where I told myself, I feel punished. I feel like I'm being punished for this, when really we're putting ourselves in a victim position. Because we have no power. It is pretty reasonably simple. Here how it goes is, if I do something that is hurtful to someone and they say, Paula, please don't do that, that hurts my feelings, or that hurts my body, or it has a really negative impact on the organization, or it's really hurting the business, whatever that is, and they tell me, please don't do that, and this is why. And I said, no, you're wrong. I think I'm right. I think I'm perfect. I think I'm doing everything right. And you are overreacting and you don't know what you're talking about. Therefore, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And no, it's not going to go over well. Okay, that's the first scenario. Second scenario is like, Paula, would you please stop doing that? It's hurting my feelings. It's like, I am so sorry. That is not my intention. Thank you so much for telling me. I'm going to do my best to not do that ever again. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Thank you for telling me, and it's not going to happen again. I'm going to do my absolute best to avoid doing that. This is us being in power of. This is not me feeling the victim of somebody telling me what I did wrong or something that I did was hurtful. It is us being in power of what we can do. And that's the difference between the punishment cycle and the accountability cycle. On top of that, the people that go through the trouble and time and the very hard conversations of telling you, that hurt my feelings, can you please stop doing that, care about you, and they care about keeping you in their lives. Otherwise they wouldn't. Because we are in the perfect culture right now, in the perfect environment to ghost away. We don't return phone calls, we don't even pick up the phone. We have a phone that that we don't use to talk to people on. We talk at, we ghost on Facebook, we don't return texts, we avoid places, we turn our backs. It's super easy to avoid people that we don't want to have relationships with or any contact with whatsoever. It is a whole lot more difficult to go to someone and say, hey, that hurt my feelings, would you please not do that again? That takes commitment. That means they care. So if people take the time to actually say, hey, please don't do that, or it's like, hey, that hurt me, stop it, that's because they actually care about having you around. That's nice. So we have the power to adapt our behavior and actually keep that connection alive and as enjoyable as possible. Yes? Okay, all right. So that's my 2-bit for this week. If you have any questions, I'm always here for you. You can comment here or you can reach out to me in private. I always love receiving those private messages. If you need help going through certain obstacles in your life, I'm available to take on a few more clients. And if you're not sure, we can talk about it too. And until next week, reach for the greatest version of yourself. You can do it. Bye-bye.